Everyone, this is Nida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new release that I want to share with y'all. I have not even gotten situated yet, you guys, but I really want to share this with y'all because part of it is for Valentine's Day, and I haven't even cut it all out for you guys because it's just so much. And of course, I had to go shopping today, so I really didn't get a chance to cut everything out, but I did have some things that I had already pre-done when I was designing them. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is my Valentine release, and it is, I don't have very many, but I do have a few. Let me grab that die really quick for you guys. This one is actually a pretty large die set, and I do have samples for you, and I cut some of these pieces out that if I cut them out with my machine when I was designing, it just wouldn't do it any justice, so I decided just not to do those. But when the dies came in last night, they came in really late last night, then I had some stuff to do today. But when they came in, I cut those pieces that I thought, you know, were important for you guys to see the way they would look with the detail in them. So it is a corset jelly bag, and this is a very nice size bag, you guys. It ends up being like 6 5/8 or something like that across, 6 3/4 across, and the height with the handle on it, I'll tell you what it is. It's over 9 inches with the handle on it. It's about I'm gonna say it's 9 and 3/8 of an inch tall, with the handle on it. I did do the handle separate, so you get the main piece, which this one is the one you will use for the front and the back. I didn't put any holes so you could lace it up, because if you really wanted to do holes, it's very easy to place them in between the stitching design here, or you could just use the diamond pattern and crisscross across, because if I added holes, then it would have holes in the front and in the back. So I decided not to do that. So you get this piece, and then you get, this is the bottom to the bag, and if you notice, it has an F right here, and it is backwards because when you cut it, it'll be right side out. I mean right side up. And what that F is for front, because this width and this width is different. So I needed to have a way for you guys to know what was the front, even though the front and you can put it in the back. The front and the back are the same, but I just needed you to know that this goes towards either the front or the back. So that's why I put an F there. That way you know how to line it up, because if you do it this way, it's not going to line up. But if you put it to the front, it's going to line up. So that's why I put an F in there. And then here is the side piece. This is a really large die set. The side piece also has the lattice work, and I like to do 1/2 inch tabs. I don't like those little 1/4 inch tabs because I think they're very hard to work with. I would rather have extra and be able to manage and glue it down than not to, or to have something so little and it's so hard to glue. So I always like to do bigger tabs. And then right here, the side, I did curve it like as if it were going under an arm or something like that. And this bag was inspired by the trash can corset that I created. That's what inspired this jelly bag. And then this piece, this is the piece that I did not put on my samples, because I wouldn't be able to get the detail from the machine that I can get from a die. So let me share it with you guys. Here is that piece. I hope y'all can see the detail in it. So I felt like by cutting it with the machine, you just wouldn't be able to see that, but with the die you can. So that is the piece that goes. You would add it to the front or the back, and then right here is where you would add maybe pearl, like pearl buttons or anything like that. So this is where this piece goes, as a decorative piece in the front. And And then here is the handle, and I did cut out the handle separately for you guys so y'all could see. The handle is, it goes here. You can line it up as low or as high as you want to line it up. And so it cuts out the handle, and then these little bows right here are mirrored, so one goes on the left and one goes on the right, and same thing in the back. And it does have some embossing detail in it that I really wanted to put in the design. So let me share with you what that looks like, because when I did my samples I didn't have the die. So there is, see the detail, the scoring in the bow, so that gives you a little bit more like pleats. And so this is the handle to it. And I added something that I want to add to, depends, not to all my designs, but this is a tab that I created to convert a sentiment or a layering piece into a tag if you wanted to. So this gives you that option to convert the sentiment into a tag. So that's what that is for. And here is the layers for the sentiment. So the name of this jelly bag is Ooh La La. And right here are the words, and they're very fine. They're gorgeous, and I do have a sample to share with you guys. So that is the corset. And let me share the samples with you guys. Let me move this out of the way. I have stuff everywhere, you guys. So I have two samples to share with y'all. One of them is a Valentine. What I like about this design, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Valentine project, but it can also be in any time, a wedding, a bridal shower, anything like that. Even for a centerpiece for a bridal shower, this would be gorgeous. So here is one that I did, and I did put the holes in it when I was designing it, when I was deciding whether I wanted holes in it or not. So I did lace some ribbon through there, but yours will not have it. But it's very easy to find the center to these points because of the stitching detail that's on here. And if you look at the handle here, see the bow, it doesn't look pretty or anything because the machine's not going to give you that detail the way a die is going to. But I love, love, love the design. Here is the side. This was before I decided to add the lattice work to the sides. I decided to just go ahead and make it a true jelly bag and add the lattice to the sides as well. And then here is the front. Look at how gorgeous. You could add a vase, a tall vase, because it's not very short. You could add a short or a taller one in here with a flower arrangement for a bridal shower, and it would look gorgeous, you guys. So this bow was on a swap that my friend Jacqueline had sent me, and I felt it was perfect for this particular project. And then these rose flatbacks were gifted to me by my friend Carolyn, and I thought they would be beautiful on here, so I added them there. And here's the strip. Even though I did it with my machine, it just doesn't do it justice. So anyway, this is a very, very nice size. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the width on this. I think it's 3.5 inches. It measures 3.25 inches wide. So it's 3.25 inches wide. And it was very hard for me to put this together, you guys, because this is pearl paper. Boy, what a big mistake that was. It gave me a lot of trouble. It was coming unglued. And finally, I had to use hot glue because I couldn't do it. Oh, and let me share the tag with you. I forgot I had the tag in here. And here is the tag. Look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? I love how fine the lettering is. It wasn't very hard though. Even though it's very thin, it wasn't very hard to add it there. And I did add that little tab to convert it into a tag. So this would be great just as a card front or making it into a tag, and you wouldn't have to use this. You could put anything, but that's what the tag is going to look like. And then I did one as like a wedding type. Look at that. Would that be a gorgeous even gift bag for a wedding gift? So this one has all kinds of beautiful appliques, gems, and pearls and trim. This is gorgeous. On the side right here, again, this was before I decided that I wanted to I wasn't sure if I wanted the holes on the side. And what I did here is I embossed it with a lace embossing folder that I had. So even though you use the jelly sides, you could cut one out and use it as a template and cut a solid piece that you could layer over the one that has the lattice and emboss it if you wanted to have a different look. And I love, love, love the way this looks. And then here is the back. And again, I added some trim. I added some bling pieces, some appliques, some pearl, very thin, very small pearl trim. And I did lace it. In this case, I did it through the lattice openings on the bag. And it's very spacious. Look at that, you guys. It's very, very roomy. I actually have the tag in there. But I love, love, love this bag, you guys. So that is one of my Valentine releases. The other one are some hearts. They're heart shaker tags, and there's 2 different ones, so you get to pick whichever you like. And they are a 3-piece set. When I create a shaker, I try to, sometimes we don't communicate well with the maker, but I try to do the piece that is the shaker part as a die that doesn't come apart. I don't always get that, but in this case, it was done the way I wanted it. So this is your shaker piece, and you can cut as many as you want to make your layers as thick as you want. So that is your shaker piece. This is the base, the silhouette, and then here is the lattice to it. And this is a really nice size heart. I think it measures 4 inches across. I'm sorry for all these dies, but I've been packaging and they're all sitting on my counter and my kitchen table. They are just everywhere, kind of like chicken pox. So this is 4 inches across, and the height is 3 3/4 inches tall. And this is a 3-piece set, and here is my sample. I chose to do it in a copper. Look at how gorgeous. And it is a shaker, so it does have shaker bits in there. I love the way this came out. This tag was gifted to me by my friend Nisha a long time ago, and I don't really use them because I don't have that paper that she used to create them. And but I still had 2 of them, and I felt like I needed to use them here. And I did emboss the back, because anytime you emboss anything, it just takes it to that next level. So there is the regular heart. So this is one set. And then the other one is a primitive heart. And here is the primitive heart. Again, you get the lattice one, you get the base, and then you get the shaker portion of it. And this one measures 2 5/8 wide by 1 1/4 tall, long. And here is the sample to that one. Look at that, you guys. So this is a primitive heart. It's more elongated versus the first one that is more of a plump heart. So this one is more long this way. But I love the way these came out. So that is shaker number 2. And then my last Valentine. Well, nope, it's not my last. I have a couple more, so let me find space or room for these. These I didn't cut out, you guys. These are Valentine words, and I really, really love this sentiment. And I can tell you what the words are. And these are just Valentine words, and it's XOXO, hugs, kisses, sweet, galentine, and Valentine. So you get 6 right here plus the layer, so it's 12 pieces altogether. So this one is one. As soon as I cut them out, I will share them with you guys, and I will update the listing with the images, because I always like to see what the words say. And a lot of times I can't read them backwards, but this one I can tell you what it says. Now, I also had 2 add-ons for the mixer, and let me share those with you guys. This one is called the Shabby Rose add-on. I love, love, love this one, you guys. And I did cut it out for you guys. I couldn't wait because this was one of those designs that I didn't test out because I knew that by doing it with the machine, I just wasn't going to get what I would get with a die. In this particular set, I did add this sentiment right here. I did cut it out. It's gorgeous. And it says embellish with rosebuds. And no, not embellish. It says garnish with rosebuds because this is a mixer add-on, and sometimes you garnish your food with a type of flower or herb or something like that. So that's what this says, garnish with rosebuds. You have the little mixer. This was a request from my friend Jacqueline. I believe she wanted a little mixer to make into a tag or something. So I did add the little mixer, and I also added the frosting dripping to go on top. This one, I included that little tag piece so you can convert the sentiment into a tag if you want to. And here is a heart that you can also use as a tag. But look at these cooking utensils. I hope that you guys can see. They are gorgeous. And these are I have them in two different sizes, not the rose ones, but I did two designs for the mixer. But these are longer than the other ones by about a ½ an inch. But I do have samples on this one. So let me share the samples with you guys. Here is the sentiment. It's a very nice size. I mean, there it is on my hand. It's a large sentiment. It says garnish with rosebuds, and it's got the heart hanging sideways. And if you wanted to, you could make it into a tag by adding the little tab to it. So that's the tag. Here is the heart as well. I hope you can see the embossing. Here is the mixer, and I did it in pink and in gold, and you can see the thing with embossing, you guys, when you emboss with foil paper, it really picks up the details. And then here is the spatula. There is the icing. I did do the icing on the spatula. Look at that. Look at the handle. These are gorgeous, you guys. I can't wait to create something, decorate something with it. Here is the whisk. Very detailed, very fine, the openings on the whisk. I love it. And the dies cut beautifully. And then here is the spoon. I love, love, love the way this one came out. So this one is the Shabby Rose add-on for the mixer. The next one is the Valentine add-on. Everything's sliding on my desk, you guys. This one is the Valentine add-on for the mixer. This one has several pieces. This one is a bigger set than the other one. But the other one I have to say is my favorite. Right here are the whisk, the spoon, and the spatula with the heart and then an open heart in the middle. That way you could put them hang them on a tag if you wanted to. The bowl here is the exact same size as your mixer bowl on the mixer that you already have, but it's two pieces. So this is to create the shaker. This is one of those pieces that I wanted it to be attached, and they didn't make it that way. But I wish that it had been attached because I'm the worst at lining up. But this is to make the bowl in your original mixer into a shaker. Then I did look at these little cuties, the heart-shaped measuring spoons. And then you get the layers for the heart, so you could do them in two different colors. They wouldn't have to be a solid one color. And then I gave you some layering pieces for the spatula. This one I did not cut out, but this one has hearts cut out. This one is the icing if you just want to do the icing. In the rolling pin, I gave you one that's blank if you want to add a sentiment to your rolling pin. Or I did one that had like lines going through it, because in cake decorating, when you buy rolling pins, you can buy them with different textures and they do different things. So this was kind of inspired by by when I was doing cake decorating. So this one just has like the crisscross on here. kind of like a lattice. That's what, and you could either do this one, or you could add a sentiment, or you could emboss this piece or do it in a different color. But these two go with the rolling pin. And then the sentiment says, seasoned with love. And here are the little hearts that came out of the measuring spoons, and I'm holding on to them because I want to create a shaker, and I want to add those into my shaker. So let me share the spoons with you guys. And these, again, cut very well. I didn't have any trouble. Look at these cuties. And I cut them out in pink. And there's the opening. So you could definitely add these to a tag because they have the heart, the holes in the hearts where you could add them to a tag or put them through your ring. I definitely would add several layers to make it stronger, and you could put it through your rings on your recipe book, your mixer recipe book. And then here is the little measuring teaspoons, and I put some flat and then some on dimension, so some of them do have dimension. Look at how cute that is. And this is tiny, you guys. Let me give you a measurement on this. This is super cute. This measures 2 3/8 across, and from the edge of the ring to the widest or the longest point is about 2.5 inches. So this one's tiny. There it is on my hand. It is super cute. So this is the Valentine. This is the official Valentine add-on to the It's a Family Secret mixer recipe book. So that was also a Valentine one, but you could definitely use it for any time, but it was intended for a Valentine edition. And then the last two that I have, I believe, are the last two. One of them being family members, and I haven't cut that one out, but I do have the family members. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, this one. For the family members, you do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces plus the layers. So it's 18 dies in here. You get, and I think I can read them for you. You have grandmother, grandfather, mother, father, son. You have daughter. You have baby. You have friend. And then you have in-law. So it could be a mother-in-law, father-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law. So this was a request by my friend Jacqueline. Here is an error on this one, but I have the correction right here to add it to the dies. So that is one set that I didn't cut out. And then the other set that I cut most of them out is right here. And this is a huge, huge set. Let me split it up like this. These were words that were chosen. These two designs, the family members, were a request from my friend Jacqueline. So the family members are called Jacqueline's Family word dies. And then this one is called Jacqueline's Jacqueline's Complete card sentiments. So this one, it's got a little bit of everything. So it's a large set. First of all, let's start with these right here. They all have the layering piece. So this one is sending, and it does have the layers, but there is the word sending with the curl ends on them. So this one says sending. And then this one says prayers. So you could do sending prayers. And I cut them out in gold foil because I think that they're so so dainty that it would really look nice with that. This one says sorry. So these are more for card makers. When you're looking for that certain word. This one says love. Here's the word, just love. And then this one says condolences. So there is condolences. This one says comfort. There's comfort. And then there is a birthday. So those are in here, plus these are just like a bunch of words that Jacqueline felt like was a necessity for card makers, those who make sets and stuff like that. So there's the word day in here, and I don't know why that word is in here. I think I was putting something else together, and this one got by me. So you get the word day, which you could definitely mix up with any of, mix and match with any of your other words that you have, because sometimes when you do fonts in different, when you do a sentiment in different fonts, it looks really, really nice, because I do that when I design. Then you have this, because Jacqueline said nobody has these. So this is a to and a from. So there's from and there's to. So you could use these on your tags and on your gifts. Very, very dainty, very pretty. These two I didn't cut out. This one says thinking of you, and this one says I love you. So those are the words. And also, for those of you who ordered the It's a Family Secret recipe mixer album, there was a piece that I wanted to put in there and I left out by mistake. So when I ordered all these dies, I went ahead and had this one made. So for those of you who ordered the mixer die, please, if you're ordering something from this release, leave me a message in your order, because you can leave me messages, and tell me you ordered the mixer so I can send you this piece. I'm not going to charge you for it. It's already paid for, but this I felt was very important for, it kind of completes that die. I mean, that recipe book. I felt like this was something we needed. And instead of artisan in that little word that already comes in the mixer, I felt it was easier to just put it here and the numbers. So that's what this piece is for. So please let me know, or if you watch this video and you ordered it, let me know that you ordered it and you want this piece, and I will send it to you free of charge. It won't cost you anything, but just let me know so I can send it to you, because I ordered as many as I had mixers. So there should be one for everyone who ordered, and I will send this to you, like I said, free of charge. So that completes your set, or what I feel is a complete mixer set. Anyway, guys, that is all that I have to share with you today. The dies are already up in the shop. Feel free to hop on over there. I will link them in the description box below. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I did. Mine was very relaxing. But I hope everyone had a nice one, and I hope you had a great day today. I had an awesome one. But I wanted to hurry on home and come, because I wanted to share this with y'all. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and God bless. Bye.